You will find a lot of content on internet on how to get your tracks signed on labels. Here, we're only gonna focus on the main reasons why your tracks do not get signed by labels. There is a whole topic which covers the complete process from when you finish the track to when you send it to a label, including which label do you send it to, how are you going to send it? Is it going to be by email, by phone, in person? And if it's by email, what are you going to send and write into the email, etc.? I mean, all of these things, I will cover them in a different video. Here, we will only focus on the reasons why your track does not get signed, assuming it's already got to the hands of the label manager through the demo's submissions email. Number one, your track just doesn't fit the musical direction of the label. It does not fit their style. You need to understand the label first before sending them your track. Understand their vibe. Do they like moody tracks? Do they like vocals? Do they like ethnic instruments within the track? And so on. On a very caricatural level, you're not gonna send a rap track to Spinning. On a more realistic level, you're not gonna send an excessively folkloric and ethnic track to Mo Black, even though they focus only on Afro house. So before you send a track to a label, look at their past releases and then try to capture the defining elements of their track and then compare it to your track and see if it fits. Number two, your track is just not good enough. I hear many producers complaining, I've spent 150 hours making this track and I bought like 3 plugins, £900 each, and I just made an update on my computer. I have like now a 100 core CPU with cooling from space, blah blah blah. You're like, okay, can I hear the track? And I hear the track, and it's not a track. It's shit. It's badly mixed. The progression is messy. It can be many reasons. And even when the track is actually good, it's just not good enough because of the fact that there is too much competition. And so the threshold for the minimum quality required is constantly rising. So you need to keep up with that. You need to learn every day, fine-tune your techniques of producing, reading a lot of watching tutorials, and then improving your craft so you're not left behind. Number three, you're not big enough yet. This point is a little bit sensitive for some labels, but I will lighten it up because it's good to know. Let's say you make a track, it's like a 9 out of 10 and you send it to a label, and there is also another DJ producer which is much more famous than you, and his track is like 8 out of 10. Now the label might choose his track and not yours, just because he has much more exposure, which means that it is likely that there will be more sales generated through his track. Obviously it's a little bit unfair towards you because your track is of a better quality, but at the end of the day, I mean, the label belongs to the label owner and it's him who decides what tracks he wants to sign. And if you're not happy with that, well, I don't know, create your own label. Or you continue to improve your craft until one day you get signed by that label. The key point is to try to maximize the chances your track will get signed, even though sometimes there will be some reasons, some factors which are outside of your control, which will act as an obstacle, but that's fine, I mean, that's life. Number four, you do not persevere enough. You send the track to a label, they reject you. You send to another label, they reject you. And then you are left with a lot of despair and then disappointment because you have spent so much time on that track that you were sure it was going to get signed. Now, the idea is to continue producing even though you get rejected, and then try to rise the quality of your tracks track after track. And the labels will be getting from you emails every, I don't know, 2 weeks or 1 month, and they will start thinking, wow, this guy's like a machine, he never stops. It's like he has the hunger to succeed. And they will notice the improvement in quality, and then eventually at some point they will sign one of your tracks because you have been progressing so much that now you have a track which is too good to be rejected. That's it, guys. I hope you have learned something watching this video. If you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. So keep on producing, believe in yourself, and see you on the next video. Cinque.